Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well on this midweek day before us. Come play with us. This is the website to come to get signed up for the game, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get there, enter in a team name followed by an email address, and then let us know. Are you in the league? It's week 4 of season 65 of NYC Trivia League. It's not too late to get signed up. This season is going to be a little bit longer than 10 weeks. I don't know exactly quite yet. I'll keep you posted as those details come to light. But we take your top 7 scores and those accumulate. We find out how you're doing throughout the season. So basically, if you're not in the league yet, today's a great day to select the option that says you're in the league. And then suddenly we will keep track of your scores every single time that you play with us every Wednesday right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Don't want to be in the league? Okay, too. I want everyone to play. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 categories are question and answer style rounds, and then we're going to close out the game with a picture round. The majority of this game, these question and answer style rounds, will be structured like so. I will ask a question out loud. As I ask that question, it's going to pop up in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning, of course, you'll be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options, but the vast majority of our questions this evening will be short answer in their structure. Your goal as a trivia team is to enter in the response that you believe to be correct and to click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. That countdown timer will accompany each of the 10 questions in these first 3 rounds of the game. So just make sure you always keep an eye out for the countdown timer and that you click that Submit Answers button before the timer runs out. If you've entered in a response and you realize you have a spelling error, do your best to spell things correctly, but they happen. Don't worry about that too much. I can see what you've put as your responses, and I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. In another scenario, let's imagine you've entered in a response and you want to change your answer. You are more than welcome to update your answer as many times as you would like. Just make sure that you click Submit Answers again before the timer expires so that I have your most up-to-date response on my end. If you're just joining us, hi, welcome. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your trivia host tonight. So thank you for being here. Come play with us. This is the website to come to get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. That's quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. Let's check in momentarily with our league standings after 3 weeks of season 65. We've got Barf and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, currently tied for that top spot with 112 points across those 3 games. And rounding out the 10th spot, we've got Smarty, Party of 1 with 76 points. For a full breakdown of our league team's scores this season, head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Back to the structure of our quiz here tonight. So once we get through those first 3 question and answer rounds, we'll close out the game with a picture round. The picture round is structured a little bit differently than our first 3 categories, and I'll wait until we get to that point in the quiz to walk you through it if you're unfamiliar. This is your last opportunity to get signed up for the game before we dive into round number 1. So kindly come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, enter in a team name and an email address. Let us know if you're in the league or not. And I do have 2 simple rules that I kindly ask that you all follow here tonight. The first rule and most important rule of trivia: there is no cheating in this game. Please do not look the answers up. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. Love hearing from you all in the chat. Keep that conversation flowing. Kindly refrain from spoiling things for others in the chat. That's all I ask of you. And with that, we're going to get into our first round of the night. Get signed up for the quiz, folks. quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And you will be joining these 42 trivia teams from New York City and around the world. From our first team to get signed up tonight to a welcome to Pink Canary 2, down to our most recent team to join us, Tequila Mockingbird. Welcome to those two teams and every team in between. Best of luck on tonight's game. Let's do it, folks. Round 1 this evening is in the category of pots and pans. Pots and pans. In this round, each correct answer will feature pot or pan. Let's do it. Question 1. What frequently recurring 2-word category title on the game show Jeopardy refers to alcoholic beverages? That 2-word Jeopardy category title that comes up quite often, maybe less more recent years. I'm not sure. I'd like to see a breakdown of that. It's actually got 2 pots in it. It's potent potables. Your correct response for number 1. Excellent start to the game. 70% of you got it right. Question 2. From Italian meaning cooked cream, what dessert originating in the Piedmont region of Italy is made of sweetened cream that is thickened with gelatin? Really good guesses coming in. Shout out to pot de creme, panettone, marzipan. Really excellent ideas. The correct answer, though, meaning cooked cream, is panna cotta. Panna cotta. Well done. 79% got it right. Question number 3. The residence of George Washington, Mount Vernon, can be found in Fairfax County, Virginia, on the banks of what river? Mount Vernon can be found on the banks of the Potomac River. Well done. All submissions were correct. Question number 4. Peter Banning is afraid of flying but boards a flight to England run by what real airline with an appropriate name in the 1991 movie Hook? Hook, of course, about Peter Pan, Peter Banning, as he's known as an adult. It's Pan Am that he's flying on. 84% of you coming in with a correct answer there, whether you figured it out by reasoning through it or you knew. Well done. Also, you have just been Spielberged. Additionally, you have just been Robined. Nice crossover of past season themes here for that one. Question 5. With over 400 locations today, what sandwich shop founded in Chicago in 1977 is named for a type of cast iron stove? That sandwich shop, it's got a pot in its name. It's Pot Belly. Pot Belly Sandwich Shop, or simply Pot Belly. Gonna get you the correct response point there. Question 6. Ruben Blades is a Grammy-winning salsa and Latin music artist who ran for president of what country in 1994 and in 2004 was appointed as the country's Minister of Tourism? Ruben Blades, a performer from Panama. Panama, not sure if it's the only country with Pan in its name, but everybody knew it. You got it. Well done. And thank you so much, Team 578, for catching the fact that I neglected to say Glenn Close also featured in the movie Hook, along with David Crosby as a pirate in disguise. She more in disguise than he was. So bringing back an oldie and a goodie, you have just been close called. All right, on to our 7th question in round number 1. What subsidiary of Williams Sonoma launched a kids' home furnishing brand in 1999 and a teen brand in 2003? Owned by Williams-Sonoma, it's Pottery Barn. Well done. 84% got it right. Strong start to the game. Question number 8, pots and pans, our topic. What 2006 dark fantasy film is set during the Franco dictatorship in Spain and features Doug Jones, frequent creature actor, as both a faun and the pale man? That 2006 dark fantasy film is Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth, your correct answer for number 8. And it's a theme heavy round, and this one happens to be our theme for season 66. You have just been Del Toro'd. There he is right there, the pale man himself blocking my image. Hey, guy. Hey, Doug Jones, looking good. Every single time you play with us in season 66, Guillermo del Toro is going to come up in one way or another. And our next game is 1 week from today. You can find us back here on Wednesday, April 15th. Do your taxes, folks. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. We'll see you back here then. So much game left to go tonight, though. Back to round 1. We've got 2 more questions in this topic. What mixed breed dog type, found on several Caribbean islands, is known as an American village dog, or by what term that comes from the dogs feeding on the remains of hardened food leftovers? Unquestionably the toughest question of the quiz thus far. I encourage you to look these guys up if you haven't seen them. They're really cute mutts. They're called pot cakes, a pot cake dog. Well done, 27% of you who pulled off a correct answer there. And our final question in round number 1. A symbol of the World Wildlife Fund, what species of animal has been downgraded to vulnerable status on the global list of species at risk of extinction in 2025? Happy to hear that pandas are only vulnerable now. It's panda. It's a panda bear. You did it. Everyone knew. We did great. This is a strong showing for round number one. Let's see where our top teams stand after this first category of the evening. Big tie here for first place. Let's stick with first place scores. 10 for 10 for Tequila Mockingbird. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, 69. Pieced it together. Barf, the sauciest Nando. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the Oslo condition. It is on. We've got a game, everybody. So much game left to go. Before we get to our second category of the evening, I want to tell you something. In addition to running this virtual quiz every week and running in-person games all around New York City, we also host private events. We host hundreds of corporate events every year, as well as birthday parties and any sort of gathering that you may be looking for a way to celebrate. We'd love to be a part of it. You can reach out to me personally, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. We'd love to work with you. Hope to hear from you soon. Our second category of the evening is in the topic of it's a bird, it's a plane. In this round, each question or answer will have something to do with either a bird or a plane. Question 1, what MLB team made it to the World Series in 2025 and lost to the Dodgers in Game 7? In the 2025 World Series, it was the Toronto Blue Jays who faced off against the Dodgers. Well done, 82%. Good start to round 2. Question 2, a misnomer as the device is painted orange. What is the aviation term for the vessel that contains the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder? It's orange, but we refer to it as the black box. Well done. Question number 3. The primary classic mascot for Universal Studios. What animated anthropomorphic bird has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? To my knowledge, there are at least 3 birds that have stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We've got Donald Duck, we've got Big Bird, the one that is the classic mascot of Universal Studios is Woody Woodpecker. A lot of you initially put Peacock and rethought it, and I understand that. You're like, Universal, NBC, they've got a Peacock, but you came back. Only, let's see, only a couple teams. Nope, everyone changed it, and several of you had Peacock initially. Question number 4. Marketed as the oldest operating airline still using its original name, what airline that goes by a 3-letter abbreviation is the flag carrier of the Netherlands? The Royal Dutch Airlines. KLM is your correct answer for number 4, which stands for some very long Dutch names that I will not attempt to pronounce for you. Question number 5. Which Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher, nicknamed the Big Unit, accidentally struck and killed a dove with a fastball during a 2001 spring training game? What a wild situation. I saw a picture. It's just a lot of feathers. It was Randy Johnson, your correct response for number 5. Well done. 80% got it right. On to our 6th question in this It's a Bird, It's a Plane themed round. On the comedy series 30 Rock, who played Liz Lemon's pilot boyfriend, Carol Burnett? No relation to the comedian. Liz Lemon had a few boyfriends over the course of the show, including Floyd, played by, what's his name? Oh, Ted Lasso. Jason. Oh no. Where is it? Come on, brain. Sudeikis and James Marsden. And Carol was played by Matt Damon. And of course, 30 Rock is starring and created by SNL's own Tina Fey. You just been SNL.
It's Saturday Night Live.
Question number 7. Also the one-time voice of the Aflac Duck, who voiced Iago, Jafar's trusty macaw sidekick in Aladdin? Both voicing the Aflac duck and another bird, Iago, in Aladdin. It's Gilbert Gottfried, your correct answer for number 7. And once again, playing the genie in Aladdin, none other than Robin Williams. Question number 8, named for the mother of the pilot, what Boeing B-29 Super Fortress bomber dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima on August 6th, 1945? Named for the pilot's mother, the name of that plane was Enola Gay. Your correct response for number 8. Let's see how you did. 75% of you got that one right. Question number 9. Capable of reaching speeds of over 200 miles per hour, what type of falcon is the fastest animal on the planet and found on every continent except Antarctica? Your correct answer for number 9, that fastest animal is a peregrine falcon. Well done. 82% got it right. And our final question in round number 2, home of the Wright Brothers National Museum. Which Ohio city is called the birthplace of aviation, as flight pioneers Orville and Wilbur Wright grew up there? Also home to Wright State University. It's Dayton, Ohio. Dayton. That does bring us to the midway point of this evening's quiz. Let's check in with our standings halfway through, see how it's going. Did we break up this big tie for first? Maybe a little bit, not too much though. Checking in with these 9th place teams. Right now, with 18 points, we've got a tie between the lone saxophone wails into a starry night, Smarty, Party of One, Why Not Zoidberg, the sauciest Nando, Chi-Chi's Forever, Team 578, Team 578, and tied for the lead, 20 points apiece. Perfect scores thus far. We've got Tequila Mockingbird, We Drink and We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69. Pieced it together, Barf, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the Oslo condition. Our third category of the evening is in the topic of that's all, folks. In this round, ALL is going to be featured in each correct answer. Here's number one. Both Arnold Schwarzenegger and Colin Farrell have starred as Douglas Quaid in film adaptations with what title? Based on the Philip K. Dick sci-fi short story, We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. Based on We Can Remember It For You Wholesale, it's Total Recall. Question number two. On the season 2 episode of How I Met Your Mother called Slap Bet, it is discovered that Robin was a teenage pop star in Canada named Robin Sparkles, who recorded what fictional hit song? Robin Sparkles revealed to have other hit songs in later episodes, but the one that they find out about in the Slap Bet is called Let's Go to the Mall. 64% of you got that one right. Question 3. While playing for the New York Mets, pitcher R.A. Dickey won the 2012 Cy Young Award and became the first pitcher to primarily use what type of pitch? Known for its slow but unpredictable movement that makes it difficult for batters to hit. Few baseball questions here tonight. This one, R.A. Dickey was known for throwing a knuckleball. Question number 4. Matthias is an anthropomorphic mouse that lives at the titular Abbey in what 1986 fantasy novel by British author Brian Jacques, the first novel in his 22-book series? This one was my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you certainly would have looked into the fact that this series is called the Redwall series, or that book is called Redwall. 75% of you got it right. I do encourage you to give me a follow on Instagram at Trivia Meredith. I'll help you out just a little bit next time that you play with us. And as a reminder, you can find us back here next week, Wednesday, April 15th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Follow me. I'll help you just a little bit. Round 3, question number 5. Transferring over $13 billion to countries in Western Europe, the Foreign Aid Initiative, enacted in 1948, officially called the European Recovery Program, was also known by what name, referring to the U.S. Secretary of State from 1947 to 1949? The European Recovery Program, also known as the Marshall Plan. Marshall Plan, your correct answer for number 5. 68% of you got it right. Question 6. The funeral of JFK assassin Lee Harvey Oswald on November 25th, 1963, was so lightly attended by mourners that members of the press had to serve what role of carrying the casket to his grave? Your correct answer for number 6 is a pallbearer. You all got it. It doesn't feel right to make a sound effect for pallbearer, so I won't, but you did it. Question 7. What river in western Pennsylvania flows into the city of Pittsburgh, where it meets with the Ohio and the Monongahela River? Meeting with the Ohio and the Monongahela River in Pittsburgh, it's the Allegheny River. Your correct response for number 7. 3 more questions in this That's All, folks, themed round. Roughly translated from the Hebrew for to praise God, or pardon me, praise to God, what religious word appears in the name of the final movement of part 2 of George Friedrich Handel's oratorio entitled Messiah? The final part of part two of Handel's Messiah, spelled in all sorts of ways over here, but if I could tell that this is what you're writing, which is hallelujah, as in the hallelujah chorus, you got that correct, which gives 82% of you with a correct answer there. Here's question number 9. In 1796, English physician Edward Jenner developed the first vaccine to treat what disease, which the World Health Organization declared as the only human disease to have been eradicated globally in 1980. You're going to find that ALL in smallpox is your correct answer for number 9. And our final question in round number 3. In 2022, music producer Harrison released an electronic dance cover of what song by Russian music duo Tattoo, which surged in popularity after its use in the HBO series Heated Rivalry in 2025? That song by Tattoo, an electronic dance cover by Harrison, is All the Things She Said. All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head. How'd you do? 52% of you got it right. And that does bring us to the end of round number 3. We've got one category left here this evening, the picture round. Let's see where our top teams stand as we head into that final category of the evening. Right now, we've got a tie in 8th place with 28 points between Smarty, Party of One, Why Not Zoidberg, pieced it together, the sauciest Nando, Team 578, and Team 570. 8, tied in 6th place with 29, Tequila Mockingbird and the Oslo Condition, and tied for the lead right now. Perfect scores going into this last round, 30 for 30. We Drink, We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69. Barf, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to this big moment, everybody. The picture round, which tonight is in the topic of fashion designers. In this category, you are going to see 10 images depicting individuals who are fashion designers. Your goal is to identify each person for 1 point apiece. On your answer sheet, you're going to see all 10 images of these designers next to each other. Inside of the images are numbers from 1 through 10, and underneath those 10 numbered images are 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the designer on the corresponding numbered blank. You will have 5 minutes on the clock to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll find out how you did and then move on to our tiebreaker question to close out tonight's game. Let's do it, everybody. Please identify these 10 fashion designers. Good luck. Well, hi, we're halfway through the picture round. Hope it's going well for you or better than some teams may have expected. You've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Reminder, we're looking for the names of each of these fashion designers. So we'll find out how you did and then move on to our tiebreaker question. Good luck, everybody. The time has come. If you haven't done so already, please click that submit answers button. Your countdown timer headed your way momentarily. I've got some answers for you all from this evening's picture round. Image number 1 is Coco Chanel. Image number 2 is Tom Ford. Image number 3 is Ralph Lauren. Image number 4 is Vera Wang. Image number 5, we've got Betsy Johnson. Image number 6 is Jimmy Choo. Image number 7 is Kate Spade. Image number 8, it's Rihanna. Image number 9, definitely the toughest one of this round. That is Dapper Dan. And image number 10 is Christian Siriano. Okay, locking in your responses. As expected, the toughest one, Dapper Dan, with just 34% of you getting that one right. And the easiest one of the round, with 89% of you getting correct, was Vera Wang. Well played. That does bring us to our tiebreaker question, which will close out this evening's quiz. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer. And your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning you can guess over, you can guess under. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closest is going to break that tie. Here it is, our final question of the evening. Christie's Auction House sold a rare Chanel 2014 silver and black lambskin leather shopping basket bag at a 2025 auction, setting a record for a Chanel handbag sale at what price in USD? How much did that bag sell for? If your team ended up in a tie here this evening and you want to see what ends up happening with these tiebreaker results, head on over to our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. We will post the results sometime tomorrow so you can find out exactly what went down with this question here tonight. And of course, we hope you'll join us 1 week from today. We'll be back here on Wednesday, April 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Quiz.nyctrivialeague.com is the place to be. Hope you'll join us next week. Okay, that Chanel bag sold at Christie's auction house in 2025 for a record 152 million, pardon me, $400. That would have been a really expensive bag. It's still very expensive, let's be real, but not as much as I initially said. That does bring us to the end of our game here tonight, everybody. Let's check in with our final scores by heading on over to the winner's circle. Finishing up tonight's game in a tie for 13th place. Congratulations go to Jewel Hand Luke, Fusilli Jerry, Teutonic Titwillows, Jive Turkeys, tied in 11th with 37, Smarty, Party of One, and the Oslo Condition, tied in 7th with 38 points. We've got Pieced It Together, the Sauciest Nando, Team 578, and Team 578 tied in 5th with 39, Tequila Mockingbird and Barf. And we've got a tie for the lead here tonight with 40 points each. Perfect scores here tonight. Congratulations go to We Drink and We Know Things 12, We Drink and We Know Things 17, and We Drink and We Know Things 69, as well as 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Congratulations. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizio crew for creating the software that you all played the quiz on here tonight. It's been a pleasure hosting for you all. We'll see you on tax day. Don't forget to pay your taxes, everybody. Next Wednesday. Have a wonderful evening, folks.